Even when the night is gone, and even when the sky is hidden from view, still the moon shines its light upon you.
When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice. Gosh, all I think about is dealing. Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye. Better see how at the cathedral if you're injured. Rebooting.
Have you decided where you will go from here? If not, why not find a patch of soft grass and rest a while?
When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice. Everyone can hear your voice.
If ever you find that the animals in Nodcry behave in ways you do not understand, just ask me and I will explain.
When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice. Come take a look. Something that catches your eye. Of course they're flowers.
what you see.
Everybody stand back! Take me up! Bullseye! Bullseye! Open fire! Fire in the hole! Huh?
Not too far now.
Locked on! Locked on!
Time to say hello.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Take me up! Bullseye! Open fire! Knock him down. Ha! Open fire!
Be free. Tell me what you see.
Everybody stand back! Locked on! Hold on to your hats.
Not too far now. Be silent.
Wayne, unions converge.
With one heart, we pray.
Close your eyes. Fear the dark. Observe.
Installation chamber.
By the frost moon of old, receive my blessing.
Be silent. Fear the dark.
With one heart, we pray. Branch into...
Close your eyes. Be silent. Night falls. To dust.
Defensive mode engaged. Wait, a new moon rises.
By the frost moon of old, luscious and mead.
Close your eyes. Do you fear the dark?
Insulation chamber. Three moons converge.
With one heart, we pray. Receive my...
Be silent. Close your eyes. To dust. Observe. Night falls.
Defensive mode engaged. Surge.
So you're looking after the drink stand now. I've got to say, I'm getting curious. I wonder what kinds of drinks you can mix with the ingredients. I don't have much of a choice. As the captain of the reconnaissance company, I have to lead by example. At the very least, I need to rank as one of the top 3 captains in the practical portion. So, I've been intensifying my training lately. Being a descendant of sinners means I have to work hard to maintain my position. I'll have you know I've never once neglected my duties. Anyway, on top of all that, the General Affairs Company has invited a renowned champion duelist from the court of Fontaine to come here for a swordsmanship exchange. Since I'm one of the captains with the highest attendance rate when it comes to these things, and I'm fairly skilled with a claymore, I was chosen as our representative. I have to prepare thoroughly to make sure I'm a serious match for the champion duelist. And then after the exchange, I need to write out— Oh, I sure could. Anything that'll perk me up would be welcome. I'll leave the details to you.
One twinkling starlight for Captain Eula. Hope you like it.
Judging by your confident tone, I'm certain I will. Huh. Not bad. Sweet and tingly. I suddenly feel full of vim and vigor. But just one glass doesn't quite scratch the itch. How about something with— Don't hold back. You don't need to worry about putting me on the floor with nothing but a couple of drinks. Works for me. The first company hasn't assigned me any paperwork for tonight, so I'm free to catch up and try your new creations at my leisure. That's right. The merchant I got it from called it Oh, it's a necessary courtesy. In that book Miss Magistus lent me, The Blade Dancer, 20 Years On, it says, after a duel, a Fontanian swordsman will politely invite their defeated opponents to a banquet. To properly play host to Miss Clorand, I searched for quite some time to locate a rare goods merchant in Dorman Port who sold this juice. I had my doubts at first, too. But Amber said something that makes a lot of sense. She said that even if this custom doesn't really exist, following it still shows I've made an effort to understand Fontaine's cultural heritage. Besides, who doesn't like trying new things, right? I'll treat Miss Clorand to this juice at our post-training banquet. If you want to know what I've been eating recently, I'd better start by mentioning the logistics company's latest revolution. They launched a diet improvement initiative and started distributing a form of standardized canned food to knights up. In the past, we only had dry rations. Every mealtime we had to set up pots and campfires, roll dice to choose a cook, and take turns standing guard. In all honesty, it was a bit of a hassle. Now we just need to bring our standard field rations, comprising of 5 cans and 9 paper You did say, sounds like, right? Our canned food supplier has quite the stellar reputation. The problem is, in order to meet preservation standards, they have to make their military-grade meals wait. The vice captain of the 5th Company, who has a somewhat dry sense of humor, went so far as to say, this, in any case, after eating it for a week, you can hardly blame the logistics company. After all, it is hard to please everyone. Our feedback has already been submitted, and they should be working on fixing the issue. Of course, having fresh meals prepared in camp by... Oh my. To be honest, Miss Cloran's combat style comes from the mysterious Marechaussee hunters. In the library, there are some old Fontanian newspapers from hundreds of years ago that give some idea of how formidable a more recent newspaper claimed that Miss Cloran was an orphan from an underwater kingdom, and that before battle she would perform rituals inviting spirits to possess her sword. Assuming these rumors are true, or that Miss Cloran's abilities might even incorporating elements of swordsmanship. I sure could do with an energy boost, but how do... That definitely matches the description I read. That's right. You really know your stuff. I doubt there's anyone else in all of Tevat who could come up with such a... There's no need to make it... Firewater. In recent years, firewater... You really are good. Why don't we try replace... As for the alcohol content, that's not a problem. Plenty of the expedition team may have drunk themselves... Yes, I have. To make matters worse, leading them on this mission was quite eventful. It took 3 weeks of stealth operations in the snow, with no fires to keep us warm, before we finally located the enemy's stronghold. Those veteran knights faced the bitter cold and were almost taken down by the enemy's smuggled battle mechs. Fortunately, the battle went our way, and they had no choice but to acknowledge my abilities. Me? I'm completely fine. But thank you for your... It was mentally tiring for sure. but fortunately, the operation wore them down far more than it did me. They won't be questioning my authority again anytime soon. If any new recruits try to make my life difficult, I'll just have my veterans give them a few friendly pointers. I guess you could call them a permanent solution, huh? Brilliant! I'm looking forward to seeing how you do.
Here's your all-new Seafoam Sword Song, mixed to meet your personal preferences.
Oh my, what beautiful colors! And you even added my Romaritime flower fruit extract. The aroma is perfect, and I can smell the alcohol, but it doesn't stifle the fruity fragrance. Let's see how it tastes. Give me a moment to come up with the right words. I need to think carefully. I know it's unbecoming of a lady, and a proper connoisseur would savor their drinks slowly. But I'm sorry. Can you mix me another? Oh, no, well... whatever. I feel I think I'm... By the time I've gone a few rounds with that, Miss... I won't be forgetting this in...
Suspicion confirmed. While patrolling the area, I was sure I'd sensed a familiar presence, so I came over to take a look. And sure enough, here you are. If Miss Charlotte were to see you like this, I'm guessing she'd take 100 pictures and write up a report. Sword-wielding traveler's secret side hustle. Exclusive cocktails from Tevat's Explorer Extraordinaire. You'd make the front pages of every major newspaper. And there'd be crowds of Fontanian tourists flocking to your drink stand, causing gridlock on the streets of Mondstadt. Luckily for you, I turned down Miss Charlotte's request to accompany me here, so you're unlikely to be seeing any scenes like that. Let's quietly celebrate this moment of peace. And on that note, I'd like a caramel glaze. That look on your face tells me you have a lot of questions you want to ask. Calm and effortless. I'm shocked to learn you're a real pro at this sort of thing.
Your caramel blaze is ready. Try not to drink it all in one go.
Huh. It sure lives up to its name. The color reminds me of a raging fire, while that aroma really hits you head on. It's quite strong. I'm all right. I just need a little time to get used to it. As I recall, the last time I drank alcohol was at a wine tasting event that Navia invited me to last year. From a purely rational perspective, alcohol can cause dizziness and impair one's ability to work, so it's best avoided altogether. But when Miss Farina saw me off at the docks, she mentioned that Mondstadt is the land of wine and poetry. Since I'm here, I thought I should at least try the local specialties. In fact, according to my intelligence, the captain of the reconnaissance company, her publicly available battle reports are truly a sight to be. Out of the utmost respect for her skill, I truly appreciate all the trouble you're going. Indeed it is. The knights codenamed Hazelnut 3 and Hazelnut 5 gave me this crest. I must say, it's exquisite. They told me the design has only just been finalized. You're not wrong. I guess it's similar to how I can't remember the name of every clerk, but I'm certain you'll get to know them in time. They're clearly seasoned veterans. Even though they work desk jobs, they still turn up in full armor. After handling my affairs, they headed to the tavern for a gathering, saying they wanted to continue last night's duel and determine who had the drinking barrels of beer the night before, yet being able to work with clear minds the next day. Whew. So what you're saying is, while Mondstadters may seem carefree, they actually have an admirable ability to know their limits when it comes to drinking. Huh? Does that mean she's already finished her commission? Well, she's certainly efficient. Once I returned to Fontaine, I'm not sure I'd say that. On my way to Mondstadt, we happened to take the same boat. Naturally, we got to chatting. I've often heard Sigewinne praise her work. After conversing with her on the journey over, I must say, she's gentle and composed, yet keeps others at a distance. Perhaps it's due to her— Oh, thank you, but there's really no need to set anything up. Our work rarely intersects, and our social circles hardly make for a Venn diagram. Best to just let things take their natural course. I've seen a little. I took a stroll around this. Navia's done some rather extensive research on this place. Many of the scenes and illustrations for the tabletop troupe were inspired by views of Mondstadt. However, the way she describes the atmosphere in her world building is— Perhaps because I've mostly just visited the blacksmith and the training grounds. Recently, the newer weapons and armor produced in Mondstadt have been created using a completely different heat treatment process from those in Fontaine, with a higher carbon content in the surface layer. While this has slightly reduced their overall toughness, their impact resistance has greatly improved. These newer weapons give off— Perhaps it's because that scent gave me such a positive first impression. You see, Fontaine's signature metalwork is— Over time, the faint fragrance— Of course, there is a solution to this problem. The next time you find yourself in Fontaine, there's another protective agent I can recommend. One that's as neutral as water, without any excess fragrance. If you also dislike being bombarded with sweetness, this protective agent should suit you. Since I eat a lot of meat, the slight acid after the swordsman I had 8. Of course, there was still room. I've certainly tried all the red meat dishes. I think I've had enough. To be honest, I can still taste the grease. There must be a way to cleanse my palate. Are you already based on my so when the time comes, I think you'd be... All right, I'll make sure even if it's still a bit strong.
All right, this new a cocktail made exclusively for champion.
Huh. There's a subtle the color of the wand, but where does the leisure time part? I see. Its unique aroma and taste will... Do you think, if the chance were mostly for Navia and Miss Farina... I understand. Thanks to you.
Huh? Is that Mr. Honorary Knight? Auntie Eula told Klee that Miss Hertha had found someone amazing. Seeing you here, Mr. Honorary Knight, you mean this stand isn't already the best? Well, out of all the drink stands, Klee's Mr. Honorary Knights is easily the best. And no matter what drinks Mr. Honorary Knight makes, Klee will definitely think they're yummy. Oh, you want me to be mean? But Klee could never be mean to you. Let me think. I know! I'll pretend to be Albedo! Whenever Albedo reviews Timaeus' work, his face goes super Get ready for Klee's super amazing order! I'm going fish blasting with Mom soon. Don't tell Master Jean, though! So, Klee wants to order a fair weather frolic. Like a bright sunny day will definitely put Klee in a super duper mood. I wonder what it'll taste like.
Your Fairweather Frolic is here. Go on, give it a try.
Wow! So, a fair weather frolic is this color? Purple sky. Is it supposed to be a bright, shiny night? Klee will take a sip first. Then you can think about it more carefully. Ah, finished! Yummy! Both sweet and sour. If Klee drank this while eating grilled fish, I could definitely gobble down 2, or 3, or 4, or even... But one drink isn't enough. Klee wants to try... a drink that tastes like cake. Klee doesn't know what drink to choose. Why don't we decide together, Mr. Honorary Knight? This stuff? Mom taught me how to make it using the alchemy bench. A dash of sugar, then a lot more sugar, then some flowers from Mom's friend in Fontaine. Put everything together on the alchemy table, wish for the shape you want, then recite Mom's incantation. Klee can give you some Dodoko candy too if you want. And if you really like them, I can even teach you my mom's incantation. That way, you could make your own candy whenever you want. If you get stuck, remember to come ask Klee. When it comes to magical candy, I'm an expert. 3 square meals? Adventuring takes a lot of energy, and if I eat too much at once, I can't run so well. So, it's better to eat lots of smaller meals. Albedo used to prepare all Klee's meals, and my lunchbox was always arranged so neatly, just like a pretty painting. When Albedo's busy at Dragonspine, Klee goes. Kaya's camp is usually the neatest, while Amber sometimes camps in the. When my mom comes back, there'll be even more. Her Chocogo crunchy slices are fit whenever I eat. Yeah, Mom gave me an amazing book. That book taught Klee how to make something called propellant. Now, Jumpy Dumpty can go. It's not hard at bedtimes and she has a lamp made of. Yeah! Sometimes, Mom, as soon as Klee learns how to use. Yeah! When Klee used to eat cake after dinner. But Master Jean said it's too sugary. And it's not good to eat sugary things before. So, Mom, nuts don't have. Oh, yeah! Oh, right! Klee ate a whole but so if. Yeah, that was quick. Klee's looking forward to finding out how tasty your next concoction is.
Ta-da! It's done!
Wow! There's so much orange in this cup. And Dodoco looks like he's lying on top of white fluffy clouds. And the weather inside looks much better, too. It's so delicious! Klee has to drink slowly. I can't just gulp it down, or I'll miss all the yummy flavor. Mr. Honorary Knight, this is amazing! It's like you mixed sunshine with juice! Klee was so tired from playing, but now I feel refreshed. And warm. And oh... You're the best, Mr. Really? Let me think. When the weather's nice, and when Dodoco sings, Klee wants to sing too. So, Klee's gonna go tell Mom that the best drink in Mondstadt right now is Dodoko's. Then, you... See you next time!
So Hertha's even roped our honorary knight into helping with this little venture. When we were discussing the drink stand earlier, can't wait to see your skills in action. Give me something that goes well with casual conversation, but still packs a punch. Of course they don't clash. A drink that packs a punch means you have to drink it. The most suitable choice on this. It's not enough to know the recipe, though. That's the spirit. Now, show me.
Grandmaster, I hereby present you with this thorny lake for your enjoyment and assessment.
Well, the color and aroma are not bad. You haven't overdone or skimped on any single ingredient. Perhaps I should have said modest. You followed the formula to a T, but were you worried that deviating just a little might disappoint me? Hey, we fought side by side and dealt with things that even gods were loath to meddle with. That said, if you ask me, you can ditch the nerves and work your mixologist magic. I'm looking for something that shocks the senses. Mull it over, there's no rush. We can chat while you think. Who knows? You might just find some inspiration to mix in. Speaking of this garden, it brings back memories of something that happened when I was young. I like to find ruined guards to test my fighting skills, both armed and unarmed. Once, I failed to take down a stray missile, and it ended up destroying a watchtower on the city walls. As punishment, I had to run 50 laps around the city, repair the watchtower, and help rebuild the shattered walls in this garden. Indeed, among the misadventures of my youth, this is one of the most memorable ones. Mostly because that day, Krepus saw me covered in dirt. He took 2 bottles of 100-year-old wine and sent D-Luke, who looked even younger than Mika does to— It was so hot that day, I could swear I was about to pass out. On a whim, I picked some mint leaves, put them in one of the wine bottles. After Krepus tried it too, his customers loved it. Yes, Faru retired years ago. He's a stubborn one. when I get the chance. Well, let me think. Sometimes, in this regard too, you've taken quite a tentative approach. Why not be a little bolder? It's a treasured place. I heard that while the expedition was underway, you were sometimes. I looked through the photos I've been given from those events. My conclusion. Pretty awesome, huh? It's like it was a gift. They've been waiting to have a good drink with me. And this is my crucial weapon. I'm the Grand Master, so it's only fair to my subordinates that I drink a teensy bit more per round. Wouldn't you agree? Of course, some of them have been training as long as I have, and those ones won't be getting any special treatment. Take Hazelnut 3 and Hazelnut 5, for example. Both were skilled warriors who helped me deal with Eric back at today's after-work cooldown. They insisted on trying to keep pace. In the end, I've already told Jean that I won't be approving their leave request for tomorrow. If I were, for example, we could go all in on this drink stick. It's all, if I were to actually throw, while in Nodcry, we had exactly. As expedition members return to their companies, my hope is that this will, just like Firewater and Smedina, these Nodcry delicacies have made their young people need to learn restraint. At the end of the day, no one should be biting off more than me. Unless it's someone near my level, they shouldn't even be thinking about it. You. Huh? Oh, feel free. Whatever you're about to do, I've got a feeling I've hit...
Here you go, Grandma.
Perfection. It's clear that once you let go of your inhibitions, your talents really shine through. That first hint of mint is like a cooling feint that masks the firewater underneath. By the time the sweetness dissipates, the firewater is already slipped in behind your guard, ready to deliver a powerful strike of intense flavor. Oh, it's exactly the impact I was hoping for. That's the most ingenious part. Firewater's greatest flaw is a lack of aftertaste. but the Smelana perfectly maintains the flavor at the peak of its intensity. It's hard to imagine something this good was created by a mixologist who doesn't even drink firewater. I think it has the potential to become a firm favorite in Mondstadt and Nodcry. Iron Wolf. Oh, no time to waste. I'll go have a word with Glenfiddich right away.
Hey there, Traveler! All wrapped up for the day? Paimon hears you did a great job holding down the fort while she was out delivering drinks with Glenfiddich.
Whatever the reason, considering how short a time he's been doing this, I believe that some...
I fully support your decision, Grandmaster. The Honorary Knight has really put in the hard yards. The drink stand will remain open for a little while longer to provide a proper welcome to our returning expedition members. Then, once...
Hooray! Everyone in the Knights of Favonius will get to drink all the delicious cocktails they...
Nothing short of what I'd expect from a true disciple of Hertha. You've really considered this thoroughly, Glenfiddich.
Also, if I may, Honorary Knight, regarding the special cocktails you've developed, would you mind leaving the recipes with us? We'd like to...
Paimon feels like there's something you still want to say. Let Paimon have a guess. Based on your personality, you introduce the origin of each different... That way, customers will know who inspired you to create these amazing drinks!
No problem at all. If you need, I can even have someone draft the paperwork on your behalf to...
I hope when we recruit some new bartenders, they'll be able to learn from your even if they can't quite match your work. If they could be 2/3 as good...
Wow! The whole gang's here! Even Master Diluc!
Wow. Jean wanted my input on everything. Even though I left the Knights, Grandmaster Varka has done a lot for me. He didn't stop me from leaving back then, or throw any administrative roadblocks my way. So I owe him one.
Well, I was sad to see you go, but your mind was made up. And anyhow, you're an adult. As long as you're prepared to follow through on your choices, who am I to stop you? And let me tell you, my rebellious streak was way worse back in the day.
You look pretty
Yeah, didn't get much sleep.
The Grandmaster's wording is, we made quick work of our...
You know how it is.
Ah, so you're just hungover!
I see. Understood. I just received word from the Knights stationed at the venue that the setup is complete. You can start today's story at any time. Ask away.
Ah, you mean like how only you could have purified Dvalin's tears? That ability is unique to you, and to be honest...
Don't worry. I thought about that. The story told within the bubble has some jumps. I've deleted the parts that might complicate things. The remaining content doesn't require the participant to do much of anything, actually.
It should be like... Wait! But we ran into a combat encounter yesterday when that fungus jumped out at us!
We'll take care of that. Alice and I want this to be an experience even a child can complete without trouble. The parts you're testing today are more stable, so there shouldn't be too many bugs. Of course, when you access the dicier sections, be sure to keep our vision in mind.
Speaking of Alice, where is she?
Klee demanded some playtime with her mom.
Yep, that checks out.
Ha ha ha! Well, let's get this show on the road. I'm ready to witness our honorary knight story firsthand.
Build a choo-choo cart track straight from here to Mondstadt.
An express line right to the best fish blasting spot?
Oh, okay. Might not be the best idea.
Yes. I received an invitation to exchange swordsmanship techniques. I'd heard of the single-handed sword, Vonius blade work. But after crossing swords with Miss Eula, it turns out the Knights of Favonius are quite accomplished with the...
You're quite an accomplished swordsman yourself. Although I suppose that's to be expected of the champion
For sure! You don't have to worry about breaking stuff or accidentally hurting anyone nearby!
That's right. There also appear to be automatic harpasta launchers in the area.
Ah, that's one of your local traditions, isn't it? Shall we have ourselves a game, then?
Why not? You should know, though. Hold on. No muskets allowed.
Oh. Why not? Doesn't it still count as hitting the harpastum?
Take some get.
Looks...
Wait, is this the bit where we borrow the Holy Lyre? more about this. Also, why is Tone Deaf Bard the only one here? What about Varka and the others?
Don't worry. I'm sure Nicole has it all planned out. See? Here comes Diluc now.
Word from the Knights of Favonius is that the Fatui are planning to steal the Holy Lyre der Himmel. A conflict between the... Come on. What is it?
Oh.
I'm just...
Don't worry. Our operation isn't that strict. If there are slip-ups, I'll just delete them later. Feel free to take a relaxed approach.
Wait! That was Nicole's voice? Where's it coming from?
Probably that small bubble.
That's right. This is a kind of communication magic. The same one the Knights of Favonius used to get in touch with me earlier. If you get stuck...
How very convenient. I suppose, given how the story...
That's right. Obviously, we're not including the stealing part in this version. After all, the Fatui were the ones... Anyway, the Knights are
This is like getting to read the script.
I wonder what would happen if, this time, we managed to catch the Fatui thief.
That would... complicate things. Whereas...
Okay.
Someone's got an axe to grind.
You're just in time. The situation is not looking good at the moment.
Yeah, it's turned into quite a mess.
You're not bad, boy. Against the Fatui, though, you'll need to try harder than that.
You ain't messing around, huh? Take this!
Oh no! If this keeps up, the Holy Lyre's gonna be... Oh, sorry. Paimon can't do this. Nicole, shouldn't these people be wearing Fatui costumes at least?
Yeah, it's kinda hard to get in the zone when our opponents look like average guild members.
Let me see here. It looks like magical autoload has been disabled, so the Fatui costumes didn't appear. I'll get that fixed. Just ignore the problem for now and continue.
Got it. In that case, I'll evacuate the members of the church right away.
All right, thank you. As you see, Traveler, the situation is dire. We need to retrieve the Holy Lyre and get it back to headquarters.
Looks like the Fatui are tied up fighting the Knights. I doubt they have the manpower to spare to deal with us.
Which means, if we rush in, we should be able to retrieve the lyre.
You all sure are getting into character. Okay then, let's go! Well. It seems our outer diversions were most effective. The Knights know not that the true danger lurks right beneath their nose.
It's no wonder you're known as the youngest, most capable Electro-Sisson mage in your unit. You can read our enemy like a book.
No! We're too late!
Put the lyre down.
You heard her! Put it down and put him up! Or this is gonna get ugly! Wait, why are you the only one with a costume, Fischl?
Why? Because I fashioned this headpiece myself, of course. How does it look? I am the spitting image of an electro-Sisson mage, am I not?
And I suppose I look enough like an electro-Sisson as I am.
Hold on. Trying to distract me with conniving conversation, are you? Ha! You underestimate me. To think I would appear before you without full confidence in my victory. Go forth, Oz. Sisson, the holy lyre der Himmel belongs to the Fatui. Whoa, that was fast.
Fischl is...
Here, take it away, and don't let them catch you.
That's nothing the gliding champion of the Fatui can't handle.
Hey! That goes against gliding regulations! Pretty tough, aren't ya? Well, let's see how you handle this.
Oh. Paimon thought the Adventurers Guild were the only ones role-playing as Fatui.
Just thought I'd lend him a hand. Fischl didn't have time to make me a cool hat, though.
Amber's over there! Let's get ready to land!
Here they come! Positions, everyone!
So this is where the chase ends this time! Wait a minute. This isn't what their hideout looked like!
Yes, I remember it being much more run down. This place is far.
The Lawrence clan lived here for a time, but this doesn't look like their handiwork. And I know for sure it's not the work of the Knights.
Must be a bit of creative license on the part of our dear mages, then.
Alice said the original was too run down and didn't fit her aesthetic taste. So we repurposed some assets from the Golden Apple Arc.
Yeah!
Still, our mission remains the same.
Yeah! And this time we have a whole bunch of people to help us. Not...
A human never doubts what their eyes see or rejects the ground beneath their feet. Both now warn you that this is the end of the road. Give up and turn back while you can.
That voice! Is that Mona?
Mona? Oh, you mean Barbarloth's student.
You know about her? But Mona can...
Well, I had regular contact with the Hexen Circle, so her name came up now and then. The whole thing about her messing...
What? But... How? No one in the Hexen Circle should know about that!
For real? Sorry, but I'm pretty sure all the mages know.
All of them?
I'm afraid so. Oh, except Granddaughter, I suppose.
Fine. That's It's just fine. It's not like the old hag's gonna come find me in Mondstadt to settle the score, right?
Anyway, how do we cross?
I'm not telling.
Aw, come on.
I'm not.
All right.
Yahoo!
Try to keep up!
Let's play! Yahoo!
Nice! We made it! Looks like Mika's guarding this spot.
Oh, hey! It's been a while.
Hello, Grandmaster. Hello, everyone. No. Wait, my line. How did you get in here?
I would think you have bigger concerns right now. Tell us where to find the lyre.
It's locked in the back room, but good luck getting in there. 3 crests are...
Wait, but in real life, we only needed 1 key.
Yes, but there are 3 locations to visit. If there was only 1 key to be found, there's a good chance the encounters set up at the other 2 locations would go to waste. All our actors worked so hard to memorize their lines. It would be a
Fair point. They're playing through the story just like us, after all.
To be honest, when I first read my lines, I was kind of but when I actually had to stand off against all of you, I mean, Mr. D-Luke practically had me in a cold sweat.
Really? I only had 1 line.
Aha! Yet in a game of cards, it's the ones that remain unturned that strike the greatest fear in your opponent. The same principle applies here.
That's right! And I've been told you have quite a few tricks up your sleeve, Mr. D-Luke. Anyway, you can head...
One moment. We can't quite end it like this. I believe you have 1 more line, Mika.
Do I?
It would benefit the scene.
All right. I told you everything I know. Now leave me alone.
And off he goes.
Without the crests, I can't activate this device either. Like I said, I told you everything I know. Man, I thought I lucked out with just a few lines, but it still wasn't easy to pull off. Anyway...
Looks like we were followed. Guess monster...
Stand aside. This one's personal. But this time, I'm fully locked and loaded! Come on, kid! Let's finish what we started!
Yahoo!
I see through you! You can't run! Well, neither can I.
Try to keep up!
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun.
Okay.
Probably because you had to act like a fatus. At this point, I could take down those.
True! Guess I didn't stand a chance, huh?
Oh, so you were the one in the Fatus costume. Does that mean the auto-low bug is fixed now, Nicole?
It would seem so.
Man, their armor is heavy, and not breathable at all. You're telling me the Fatui in Sumeru and Natlan also wear this stuff?
Rumor has it, Fatui recruits undergo rigorous training. I feel like there's some truth to that after all. Well, even though we lost, Dad had fun for sure. Here's the crest I was guarding. You've earned it.
Oh, and Bennett told me about what happened in Natlan. How you helped him navigate his past. It's hard to believe we finally have answers after all the... So, on behalf of all the adventurers in Mondstadt, truly, I can't thank you enough.
Well, that's what friends are for, right?
Speaking of, how have things been since you got...
Same old, same old. I do miss the...
On me!
The Fatus up ahead, luckily.
Wait, Mona? Again?
What? The more roles you play, the more you get paid. That's what Alice said. I was hoping to do even more than this, but the crest is with me. Let's talk... Good enough for me. Gotta know when to fold. All right, here's the... Oh, and by the way, well, I spend most of my time staring into a scry glass after all. If something changes in the sky, you think I wouldn't notice? Hydromancy uses the false stars to reflect true fate within the water. Now, I can't help but wonder what I would see if I cast a reflection of the true moon instead. Of course, I need a whole new set of equipment to look into that, which means shelling out a whole lot of mora. So I've been taking on a lot of odd jobs.
No wonder Alice gave you quite a few...
Generous compensation, minimal manual labor. It's been a good gig. Plus, the Hexenzirkel never promises an amount they can't deliver, even though her daughter is, in some part, responsible for my predicament. That was a long time ago, and I know Klee didn't mean it.
Huh. I guess the moon's a big deal in Hydro...
Oh, come on. Enough about that old hag.
Here. On me.
Without the crest, man, Anyway...
Huh?
Here. On me.
Huh? Here. Huh?
Here we go.
Go as one!
Try to keep up! Try to keep up!
Here. Huh?
The road ahead is almost completely blocked. Looks like this person isn't taking visitors. Yes, we'll just have to be careful. We need that crest. Ugh.
That's gonna leave a scar.
What? They handed over their crests? Looks like the decision has been made for me then. Further resistance would be foolish.
Gotta say, Paimon didn't expect you to play this kind of role, Durin.
Well, actually, and apparently, there's a spell like the one you—
That does not sound like—
I have to agree. That sounds like a disaster waiting to happen.
I don't think I'd be very good at playing the evil dragon anyway. I'm not intimidating enough. Luckily, Dvalin agreed to take part after all, so my role was switched to Timid Fatui Guard B, and I got to wear a costume instead.
Wow, that's a pretty huge change. Why B, though?
Oh, because Mika is Guard A.
As expected, Alice has got it all planned out.
All right, we got all the crests. Let's head back and look for Mika.
Here. Huh? Here. Huh? Here.
On me.
Mika! We have the crests.
All right. This elevator's a bit complicated to operate. Cole asked me to help activate it. Just one moment.
Thanks.
No problem. Best of luck up there.
Huh. I don't remember Fatui being this nice. Where's the fun in that?
Of course you want to make things difficult. Come on, let's get out of here.
Security's tight around here.
I hope this is safe.
The Holy Liar! Here it is! Wait, but Paimon remembers something about a...
Hot-blooded, careless, and reckless despair, for you have stepped into my trap. Wait, what? All it did was lock the liar up. Well, I wasn't the one who designed it. All Alice said was that activating it would turn the tables.
I see.
That checks out.
They laugh as if they already know what is to transpire. I do not have a good feeling about this. Allow me to clarify before we proceed. How was it that the lyre was retrieved back then?
From what I've heard, the Fatui agent guarding this place was given a thorough beating, and then the lock opened.
So then, I'm the one who walked into the trap?
Do not despair, mein Fräulein. Miss Alice provided us with backup, did she not? We are not entirely outmatched.
'Tis true. Though thine Prinzessin stands on the cusp of defeat, courage has not yet failed her. Let this be our... Come forth, my loyal servants. Smite all who stand against us.
Look! The Ravens get confused if they don't hit anyone. Now's your chance!
Group 2, reinforce! Group 3, Group 4! Oh, forget it. All of you, attack at once!
That's gonna leave a scar. That's nothing.
Well, well. It seems I must send forth my most capable servant of all. He shall dispose of you in one fell swoop.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Ah!
Our situation is dire, mein Fräulein. It seems this is the end of the road.
Let's play!
Alright. I give up. Just don't hit. Alright. I know when I'm beat. You win.
You were brilliant, Miss Fischl.
Yeah! It's real.
Huh.
True.
I doubt the mages want us to.
Perhaps we haven't met a certain condition then?
Oh, wait. Does that mean the beating up part has to happen for this to proceed? You dare place your prinzessin in such a scene? 'Tis an affront of the highest order.
I'm afraid it may be the only way to end this, mein Fräulein. But not to worry. It's all
Very well. I shall just be gentle.
Huh? Oh, right. Paimon's the weakest.
It's open!
Miss Alice does love to tease, doesn't she?
Congratulations on obtaining the whole...
Wow! This is quite. Oh, Paimon's stomach is there.
Oh, hello. Did you need something? But then, as now seeing a gathering like this after...
Well said.
Barbara?
You told me you wanted the expedition members, but in my eyes, the feeling of home isn't something you can force. Home is... what happens when we're all together like this?
Oh, you're right. And you know what? I've been coming to the same conclusion. The location isn't the most important factor. No matter how far we get from Mondstadt, home is wherever we're together. I appreciate the kind word. Make sure to do the same. Now that we're outside the bubble and no longer in character, there should be plenty of time.
Hey! Honorary Knight, look up! Pretty stellar view.
Oh, well, to each their own, I suppose. Just be careful on the way up, traveler.
Have a seat. I come bearing drinks. Well, you think so? Glad to hear it. There's no place like home. That's what people say, right? The expedition took me far and wide, and still, little alcohol in my system, it would all come back. The cathedral, the statue, the windmills in the city, the pigeons and dandelions in front of the gate. The further away you get, the more you miss it. I might be biased, but it means a lot that you care about this place. I get that. The people are what make Mondstadt what it is, too. All the carefree kids running around, livening up the place. Which reminds me, I never thanked you for helping Mondstadt out back then. It takes a special person to do. I suppose Barbados could have handled it, even though he hadn't been awake for long. But still, I doubt the ending would have turned out quite so perfect. Dvalin is, not to mention, the Wild Hunt would have reached our borders sooner or later. We'd have been stretched thin without your help. Maybe you've never put two and two together, but what you did in Natlan also helped reduce the threat of the Wild Hunt. If Natlan's crisis hadn't been resolved, the two abyssal powers might have joined forces at some point, making our situation even more dire. Ha! Look at us, taking down the Abyss in two separate nations. Doing the Knights of Favonius proud, aren't we? I guess not. In any case, for a knight, honor is something, and that's the question, isn't it? Why do we—
so this is where you've been—
what?
Don't mind grape juice.
You know, Charles wouldn't—
Oh, I almost forgot. Since this banquet is also for the actors, I invited Dvalin.
All right. Might hike up the bill a bit, but who—
Yeah, well, he turned me down. He never did like being the center of attention. The city is a little too small for him to spread his wings. Even if no one is afraid of him, he could still take out a windmill or two.
Maybe it's time.
The Traveler's right. If this is what makes him comfortable, might as well let him be. In the meantime—
To our honorary knight.
I often think about our part that Tsaritsa's
But if even the captain couldn't take Malwika's gnosis by force, I guess we don't need to be concerned about its safety for now. So that—
You wouldn't be taking a dig at someone else's ability to hold on to the—
Of course not.
Her harbingers do often tend to take a rather extreme approach. Just look at Child or Signora. But we would be mistaken to ignore the fact that Signora did not win the Geonosis using force.
Right. You told me about the contract Morax signed with her before his death. You're saying she didn't need to resort to violence in Mondstadt either?
That's right. If she was able to provide a reason convincing enough to persuade Morax, she could have persuaded me no problem. I suppose she just didn't think there was a reason to negotiate. I had just woken up, so I must not have seemed like much of a threat. Honestly, the Gnosis was of no use to me. I didn't care who it belonged to or what means were used to take it. I just knew if I fought her in that moment, the cathedral, perhaps even the entire city, might have become collateral damage.
True. I wouldn't put it past Signora to take civilians as hostages either.
In the end, though, it was those same methods that led to her end. After all, her third target, the Raiden Shogun, wasn't a big negotiator back then. Perhaps Signora's success in Mondstadt and Liyue convinced her that she was a match for the Archon of any nation. You did the right thing. It pained me to see Inazuma as it was back then. I'm glad things have changed since. Of course, now the elite force of Harbingers has quite a few missing from its ranks. Who knows? Perhaps a chance to formally meet her and
Some of our knights remain stationed in Not Cry. If you need help, just say the word.
The look in your eyes. But my advice remains unchanged. Never forget that the journey itself has meaning travel. The birds of Tevat, the song, perhaps earth-shaking truths. All right, that's more than enough. And still...
Dun dun dun!
Dun dun dun! Da da da!
This is so fun, Mom!
I think so too. Come on, let's blow them all up!
Mom, when can I play with the magic toy?
Very soon, darling.
Yay!
Why, of course.
Let us have a modicum of patience for the richness and complexity of humanity. The want... of the few is not worth our ire.
Within the premises and refrain from making a racket.
All right,
I'm not sure. It was like this when I came this morning.
What? That can't be! How would the power of the abyss even get in there?
You sure know your stuff, Traveler. That's where my head went too.
What does that mean?
It seems to be in an embryonic state. Like an egg that hasn't hatched, the dark clouds before a storm, or an omen before disaster strikes.
Of course the world within the magic bubble is imaginary, so—
You created this magic, right, Alice? Do you have any idea what's going on here?
New magic does often come with its issues, so I can't say I'm entirely— As for a solution, however, I'm afraid I need more information first.
One thing is for certain, at least. Given the current threat, we'll have to close off the bubble to event participants. My apologies, Miss Alice. I know you've made a promise to Klee, but I'm not sure you'll be able to keep it.
Have we ever seen Alice look this serious?
Unprecedented crisis notwithstanding, it's too soon to just throw in the towel. What we should be focusing on is how we're going to fix this.
Are we talking about the Klee situation or the Abyss situation?
Both. Now, I have my suspicions, but I'll need someone to head into the bubble and confirm a few things. It's not like we can avoid going in there, right?
I agree. We have to take action.
All right. I'll go convince Klee to play somewhere else for now and then head right back. In the meantime, Nicole, be a dear and keep observing the bubble from out here. Oh, and provide any fixes you can while the rest are inside.
I don't know, Alice. There are quite a few unknowns here. It's not like I can force people to head in there and take that risk. We angels aren't miracle workers.
You sure about that?
Fine. I'll do what I can. Just be quick, okay? This is your magic, after all.
Well, guess this is our best option. We're definitely not gonna sit back and watch.
The part where Barbados uses the lyre to summon abyss-corrupted Dvalin. Then, everyone joins forces to fight him inside Storm Terror's—
Yep, that sounds like how it happened.
Well, we've got the gang from back then all here. Let's go in and find out what's happening.
Count me in too. Potential threat or not, if there's even the slightest chance Mondstadt is in danger, I need to—
Jean?
It's nothing. I was just feeling a bit, nostalgic, getting to work together like this again.
Yeah.
Yes, but that was— well, I suppose I am a bit too high-strung most of the time.
Hey, don't be embarrassed to say what you feel. I think that's— Besides, the more you open up, the less people will be surprised like—
Just look at Paimon! No filter.
Ha! It's about time you gave Paimon a compliment, tone-deaf but—
Before we set off, I just want to stress that whatever is happening in the bubble right now is a huge unknown. I was able to maintain contact before, but right now all I can observe within is chaos, so I imagine communication might be cut off as well. It might be difficult for us to guide you, so proceed with caution.
Don't worry. This isn't our first time leaping headfirst into a dangerous situation.
There's also a last resort I can fall back on if worst comes to worst. Though it would mean all our recent hard work going to waste.
You mean destroying the bubble entirely?
Yes, if it comes down to it.
All right, I'll monitor the situation from outside and provide whatever external fixes and support I can in the meantime.
Understood. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best. Sound good?
All right, let's go.
Whoa! Is this Mondstadt? Didn't we all come in at the same time? Where are the others?
Ah, perfect timing. Come on, let's show these unwelcome guests the door.
Together some communication and control functions, and managed to smash together some items that should give us an advantage. These elements
Brace yourself. Yahoo! Brace yourself.
All good, Venti? Very much so, thanks to your timely arrival. But Mondstadt looks like it's in bad shape.
Yeah! The city's crawling with abyssal monsters.
I'm not sure what happened, but the rest of our group might need backup. Let's find them first.
Good point. Let's go! Look! It's Dvalin! Is that just Paimon, or does he look way worse than back then?
You're right. The corruption has spread throughout his entire body.
Wait! It looks like some—
It's his tears.
Like the ones we purified in the past?
Yes, but at this point, these tears are essentially crystallizations of abyssal power. If left unchecked, they will continuously summon abyssal monsters, and this disaster will never end. We also need to get our hands on one of them. No, this degree of corruption cannot be cleansed. Besides, we need them in their corrupted state if we want— I doubt the pure sound of the lyre can reach him in his current state.
Sounds like this whole thing is still gonna end in a confrontation, though. Just like back then.
Yes. I wasn't certain before Dvalin showed up. It seems more like an alternate version of events. And I have well, monsters abound no matter where we look.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Let's play! Think you can get away?
Yeah! Yahoo! Yeah!
Let's play!
Yeah!
Time for takeoff.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Brace yourself. gliding be faster? Yahoo! Here we go! Think you can get away? Let's play! Here we go! Let's play! Time for takeoff. Brace yourself. Yahoo! Think you can get away? Here we go! Yeah! 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 Oh dear! Let's play! Oh no! My lyre is... broken. Brace yourselves. Yeah. Yahoo! is over there.
Let's play! Time for takeoff. Yahoo! Let's play!
Made it. It looks like Mondstadt is in in the face of an empty city. Oh, and this thing. It looks like one of Dvalin's tears.
What about...
No, I'm not... Oh, I think I saw Jean on the other side of the city. I was going to head over after clearing out these monsters. We should go help her.
Good idea. Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Look, it's Jean!
Burn!
Here we go! How rude! Think you can get away? Yahoo!
Thanks for the help. I know everything we encounter in this bubble is imaginary, but these monsters sure fight like the real thing. It's a bit too true to life.
Don't worry. As long as we collect Dvalin's tears.
I see. In that case, let's get moving.
Have you seen Varka?
No, he might...
Better to find him soon than later. National warrior. But this is the abyss we're dealing with. You can never be too careful.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Here we go! Wouldn't gliding be faster? Wouldn't gliding be faster? Wouldn't gliding be fast? Brace yourselves! Yahoo!
Verdict
I swear by my sword!
The Grandmaster
Here we go! Yahoo! Time for takeoff.
We're here to help.
Perfect timing. Let's do this.
Ha! 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 Burn!
Barbados, guide us.
Thunder! Maria sweeping in! Thunder! Ha! Ha! Time for retribution!
Brace yourselves. Think you can get away? Yahoo!
Thunder!
Looks like we're all back together. Everyone in one piece?
Yes. The honorary knight arrived just in time to help us out.
Now that we've collected Dvalin's tears, the monster attacks appear to be easing up too. I'm sure you've noticed, Varka, but the city is pretty much a ghost town at this point.
Yeah, we should get...
This place should be safe from monster attacks for now, at least.
Anyone there?
Yeah, we can hear you!
When designing this experience, we cut out the part where the travel. Alice and I thought the events in the bubble would, but since the magic is contained in one place, it appears a cache, and so, because Dvalin was never purified, we've
I knew it. So, what we're... Wait, but... The Abyss is a far... If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, in the end...
But if Dvalin was sealed, how did things get to this point?
Because a seal doesn't solve the root problem. Over time, the Abyss would just grow stronger and stronger, deteriorating Dvalin's consciousness until there was nothing left.
Wait!
The aftermath of Dvalin breaking free from the seal, that's right. He is in dire straits. The power of the Abyss has fused with his flesh and bones. Purifying him now in this state is no different than sentencing him to death.
So, if we want to resolve this crisis...
We have to kill Dvalin. I know that sounds intense, but remember, this is a fictional world. The real Dvalin... We have our solution, so let's hop. No time to lose, right?
She's playing so...
You're right. This is the only way.
I know Dvalin means a lot to you. If this is too hard...
I'll be fine. Let's go. Storm... This is it. Ready, everyone?
More than.
Of course. I just hope I learned a thing or two since the first time around.
Guess I'm the newbie, huh?
What about you, Traveler? This was your first big fight.
I'm not nervous. We overcame the...
I'm unbelievable.
Then let the mournful cries of this liar, tainted and defiled,
You all right, Barbados?
Turning the surging abyss into musical notes is no simple task. But how could I claim to be the finest bard in Teyvat if I didn't rise to the occasion?
Well, this hulking dragon is as intimidating as ever!
Remember, we need to wear him down first before we can attack his weak spot. Let's play!
Wind, hear me.
Ha, ha, ha.
Now's our chance. Climb up and attack the abyssal core.
Burn! Thunder! Up the ante!
Nice job! One more to go!
Burn!
Oh boy! It's Superman now!
Brace yourselves!
Maria sweeping in!
Time to switch positions.
Think you can get away?
Here we go! Yahoo! Brace yourselves. Time for takeoff. Let's play.
Time for retribution!
Barbados, guide us.
Thunder!
Up the ante! Burn! Thunder! Charge! Up the ante!
Thanks, Gene.
Devon, you're here!
I follow the liar's song, wherever it leads.
Thank you. Looks like the mage's tale isn't over yet.
Might not be a happy ending, but someone's got to strike the final blow.
It's your turn to be the hero.
I'll take knight over hero any day.
Looks like it was a happy end. It was kinda like a choo-choo car ride. It had its fun moments and its thrills. All in all, Paimon had a great time.
Guess it wasn't without some collateral damage, though. Sorry about the window, Jean.
It's fine. In any case, we were lucky Dvalin arrived when he did.
I suppose I could have created a gust of wind to whisk us up, but I'm not sure our gliders would have survived the process.
Honestly, after everything we faced, I can't believe Alice still decided to bring Klee in there to play. She's a daring one, that's for sure. I mean, can we be certain there aren't other bugs that just haven't cropped up yet?
I suppose that speaks to the confidence the mages have in their magical mastery.
If I know Alice, the whole bubble could have been blown to bits, and Klee still wouldn't have had a single scratch.
Her abilities do speak for themselves, I suppose.
So, what now? Anyone down for a drink? My treat.
Sounds like a great idea.
Haha! Even.
Say no more! You had me at fine.
All right, let's head over.
I'm afraid not.
So what?
I suppose that wouldn't be a problem.
On second thought, what about you, Honorary Knight? Gonna tag along? Okay.
Alice loves going to the library. Let's wait for her there.
Looking for me? I'm glad. I wanted to thank you for helping me keep my promise to Klee. She had a splendid time in the bubble. Nicole came with us to make sure all was in order and prevent any similar incidents from happening in the future. You live and you learn. It's rare, but even the Dodo King isn't immune to a small slip-up here and there, I suppose.
So, it's all fixed?
Yes, quite. The recording work is done as well, so now all we have to do is play it on loop. It should be smooth sailing from here on out. Anyone and everyone can now enjoy the bubble at their leisure. Nicole will keep an eye on them, of course. I wouldn't.
Huh?
Let us not forget, of course.
But what we saw in...
Word to the wise. Those who can observe fate, but all that matters is...
Alright.
Ah, I suppose some gunk could have stuck to my luggage while I was wandering the border and got mixed into my magic without me noticing. Just kidding. I would never be so careless. Your intuition is spot on, Traveler. What developed in the bubble was a nascent form of abyssal power that, if left unchecked, would evolve into the real thing.
What? So it didn't come from outside? It just...
The abyss is parallel. The Hexen Circle has been observing its energies for a long time, and I think Barbeloth's interpretation is the most accurate. The essence of the abyss lies in the hatred carried by all the fates that will not come to pass. This world is filled with conflicting elements. That one thing should happen signifies that a different possibility has been eliminated. These events can be small, almost trivial. I had Sweet Madame for lunch today, for instance. That means the Alice who chose tea break pancakes instead is no more. Of course, they can also be events that threaten the world, such as my... So then, the question at the heart of it all is this. Why must these fates be the ones to disappear?
Ah, Paimon gets it! It's hatred that stems from not being chosen.
Precisely. The magic we wove this time involved recreating the past. However, and thus, the abyss showed its teeth. Of course, much like always, it is not existence that it seeks, but the destruction of all. In the end, though, it wasn't a huge issue. Things like this happen on the border. It has quite the victim complex, that's for... It's obsessed with entering this world at all costs. And that is precisely why we must protect our lives and those of our loved ones. Because when you think about it, to exist in this world is to be a spot...
Ah, Alice, you're here. I'm truly sorry about that.
Whatever for. Things turned out just fine with the magic bubble. Besides, if that's what this is about, shouldn't Nicole come along too?
It's not about the bubble. We received word that a number of fish have been injured as a result of explosions near Starfell Lake. As I'm sure you're well aware, fish blasting is strictly prohibited.
Oh dear. Run, please.
She's already inside.
Guess it's a day of first for the Dodo King, huh?
Oh, farewell, forever traveler. You shall never see me again.
Whoa! Looks like it's been fixed already! Huh? None of these flowers look local to Mondstadt. Tui tent? Wait, but there are always those...
You've noticed them too? I've been watching them for a long time. Guess it's just my luck.
Well,
have you guys ever wondered why they don't just go home?
Maybe their names got skipped over on the mission roster, so they never got new orders. That's happened to me before.
I suppose, but your experiences tend to be quite unique. It's possible the Fatui stationed them here long-term to keep an eye on things, or...
Either way, we should have... Huh? Weird.
Found it! Barbara, over here! Coming! Oh, how did this happen? Barbara and I were just grabbing some food at Good Hunter. But then,
Sorry, what?
That's right. I managed to... Come on, let's wrangle this thing so we... Wait, what? What is it? More pigeons and forest boars! The rest of our... There you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Another tent? Huh. This one's got...
It's here because I refused to let that mage use my house as her playground. But we still needed an additional rest area for the guests, so we set up this tent instead.
Looks like we can use this device to keep...
Now that you mention it, the arrangement is almost identical.
Nights on vacation, summer, the sea, and a small little wave rider.
However, you're forgetting...
Oh, I remember.
Fun times, huh? So...
Be my guest.
You know, the expedition in Nodcry is coming to an end, but knowing Grandmaster Varka, I imagine there will be another chance to set off... Not that I'm That's our honorary knight. No matter the mission, you always have a place among...
Come talk to me when you do have an official... The intel I have on hand...
I heard this thing was but for some reason... True, it takes... But there are so many crystal flies around here. Surely it's not that difficult to just... It's a bit far, though. Just imagine, does that count as trespassing on private... I suppose it... At times, they are a change, so it would seem...
What are they mumbling about?
Definitely not.